Hello, CCL Sports Cards fans. Welcome back. First off, I'll address the lack of content this past week. I actually caught a cold, which seems rather crazy, and while it wasn't COVID, thankfully, it still sucked. And given my state, I don't think any of you would have enjoyed looking at me or listening to me for that matter. I missed the interaction, however, and all of you fans of the show, I'm so grateful and it feels so good to be back. So, I will still deliver as promised on the episode where I discuss my man Nick Gonzalez and complete the mini-series that was being rolled out. But, given that another week of minor league baseball just wrapped up, I felt it was more important to get this episode launched, which is the first in a series of episodes that will run this season where I will check in and see how some of the player recommendations I have made since the launch of this channel are doing as it relates to the players' production in the minors in 2022 and their first Bowman Autos. Now, each week I will deliver to you the players' performance over the past 7 days. As I've shared a few times, I watch countless minor league baseball games every night. It's such a great app, MILB TV. But I can appreciate that some of you do not have that much time, and I feel blessed to be able to watch those games and deliver the Coles notes to you each and every week going forward. As well, I will also tell you the 5 hottest hitters in minor league baseball over the past week and which first Bowman card is theirs and how much a base auto in PSA 10 will run you. Lastly, if you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe icon and support the Drive to 5. Yes, with 4 weeks to go, we are about 100 subscribers short of 500. So do me a favor and subscribe if you enjoy the content. With that, let's get into this week's episode. Now, to reiterate, these are the top 5 players whose cards I have promoted at one time or another and how they've performed over the last week in the minors. For each player who makes it into the top 5, I will add an actionable link where available to the episode where they were first recommended, which talks about why I liked that player in the first place. Sound good? Let's roll. Coming in at number 5, Alec Thomas, currently in AAA with the Reno Aces. Alex had 22 at-bats, hitting .286 with a double, a triple, a home run, 4 runs batted in, adding a walk, and 3 strikeouts. Not a bad week. Number 4, and of little surprise to me that he's made this list, Robert Hassell III, currently in High A playing for the Fort Wayne Tin Caps. Hassell hit .391 in 31 at-bats with 2 doubles, 2 home runs, and a whopping 8 runs batted in, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts, adding a stolen base for good measure. He is on fire and off to an incredible start at High A. His first Bowman Auto card prices have been showing signs of life this past week, and I'd still be a buyer at these prices. Next up, number 3, my main man, Drew Romo. Jeez, I like this kid. The switch-hitting catcher for the High A Spokane Indians hit 420 at-bats, notching his first home run of the 22 campaign, adding 5 RBIs, 2 walks, and a strikeout last week. I'm very much a buyer of his stuff and will feature some pretty big cards of his that I've purchased the last couple of weeks and an episode in the coming weeks. Coming in at number 2, Garrett Mitchell, currently in AA with the Biloxi Shuckers. Last week, Garrett hit .385 with 2 doubles and 2 home runs. The first of those 2 was a no-doubter over the center field wall, which ended up winning the game for Biloxi. The second, a laser beam off the right field foul pole this past Sunday. Garrett had 6 RBIs on the week with 2 walks and 7 strikeouts. His first Bowman Autos are still a bargain in my opinion. A couple of refractors in PSA 10 just sold for roughly $250 each over the past week. And then we move on to number 1, Mr. Jared Triolo, currently in AA playing for the Altoona Curve, and a long favorite of this channel. And after one of the worst starts I've seen in recent memory, Jared hit .421 in 19 at-bats, notching his first double, 3 steals while walking once and striking out 3 times over the last 7 days. His cards are cheap, but given that he's 24 years old and just started rolling this last week, I am not surprised one bit, but I'm still a buyer. Now, moving on to something super cool, the 5 hottest hitters over the last 7 days for the week ended April 24th, 2022 in minor league baseball. Now, in order to have made this list, you have to be under the age of 25. Had to have had at least 18 at-bats over the last 7 days, and a first Bowman Auto. All prices referenced are current as of April 25th, 2022. These fellas are not in any particular order, but are all absolutely scorched the ball, as you'll see by their numbers. Let's start with Bryce Tourang, 22 years old, currently playing in AAA for the Nashville Sounds. Bryce hit .454 with 3 doubles, 6 RBIs, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. There is a lack of power with Bryce, but it is improving, making his card somewhat intriguing. His 2018 Bowman Draft Auto and PSA 10 will run you anywhere between $50 to $70. Next up, Liover Paguero, 21 years old, and he had a great week playing for the AA Altoona Curve, hitting .476 with 5 doubles, 5 RBIs, 2 strikeouts, 3 stolen bases. You can pick up Liover's 2021 Bowman Chrome Base Auto and PSA 10 for about $200. Not a horrible price at all. 21 Bowman Chrome looks more impressive to me each and every week. Then there's Jacob Amaya. He's currently 23 years of age and playing for AA Tulsa in the Dodgers organization. Amaya hit .454 with 3 doubles, a triple, and 3 home runs, with 8 RBIs, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. It is hard to comp Amaya at the moment, but he is fairly inexpensive given that his 2020 Bowman Chrome Superfractor Auto in PSA 9 sold for $1,100 just this past week, and a PSA 9 True Gold sold for $150 the very next day. At 23 in AA, that's not bad at all. Of little surprise is Carson Williams making the list of the top performance. Carson is only 18 years of age, playing in low A for Tampa. He seems to be on everyone's asks in sports card groups all over Facebook, so you know he's hot. Carson hit .500 last week with 3 doubles, a triple, a home run, and 5 RBIs, a walk, and 4 Ks. His 2021 Bowman Draft Chrome Auto and PSA 10 is super hot these days and will run you $320 or more. Our last hot hitter this past week in the minor leagues was Moises Gomez, 23 years old, currently playing for AA Springfield in the Cardinals organization. Gomez hit .435 with a double and an astounding 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. You can pick up his 2019 Bowman Chrome Auto and PSA 10 for a paltry $80, as it sold at this price on April 24th. That is a bargain in my opinion. Thank you all so very much for watching this episode this week. I appreciate your time and interest. Now be sure to check back to see who's hot and who's not in the world of minor league baseball going forward. Keep in mind that any opinions on this show are strictly my own and should be taken as such. You guys have an awesome week.